bring down the audio a little since this is going to be a lot of engine noise. What's up? All right. What? Okay. Okay, so we've beaten the city. That's the only thing we've beaten so far. You know what? I'm gonna try Rusty Springs because this seems like a pretty simple circuit race. And I did good with the Supra, so... So I think we have to win these 3 circuit races and then the 3 point-to-point tournaments. So we should have to win 6 tournaments here. We might unlock more tracks, I don't know. Shit, this is basically Radiator Springs. We've got kind of a NASCAR feel to the track. That sucked. Okay. I think I might restart because, well, actually, I'm catching up to him. We do have like 5 more laps. So I shouldn't need a brake except on that last turn. You know what? I'm gonna restart. So we're gonna knock out the Toyota the Toyota Super races, no problem. All right. Now that I know that I only have to slow down for one of the turns. Okay, if I bring it down to like 110, we can make that turn without like going off the road. There's also like an endurance element to this because like you gotta go a while without screwing up. A couple more laps like that and I should be able to catch up to him. I feel like I'm not actually catching up to him. This is why the game is hard. It's like you basically need to drive perfectly. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch up to him. I got second. That first lap killed me, but I mean, like, that's the start. I think the second lap I screwed up a little bit more than I should have too.
Congratulations, you've got a top 10 time for this track.
Oh, cool! I got the second best time. Which doesn't count as a win. God damn it. Oh, this is gonna be rough. So the city we somehow won. Because I think I came in 4th in the first race, and then we managed to win the second 2 segments. Or something weird like that. Luckily, these are only 6 laps. Give me Rusty Springs at night. The Acura is the fastest, like, has the best top speed, so if we're only going to be slowing down for that one little section, this might be the better car. I did update the list with the next, like, 5 games. I plan on doing a block of Sony's sports games after this, so like all the big 4: Game Day, Pennant Race, Face Off, and Shootout. And then I wanted to get to Loaded for a long time, so I thought that would be a good one to throw in there as well. Still trying to figure out what'll come after that, but I did finally break down my list, so I know how many games between, you know, RPGs and sports titles and racing titles and all that stuff I need to make sure of. Alright, it seems like I was going faster in the Supra. Like, I know I generally want to drop it down to about 130 when I enter that turn. Yeah, I think that's gonna be... I need to restart off of that. Okay. With the NSX, it might be doable. Man, you just barely clip a car and you go sliding all over the place. first three are all bunched up together. I don't know if I like that or not. Like, if I pass one of them, I should pass all of them, right? Alright, I got 5 laps to close the gap between me and first. He's such a small black dot in the foreground, you know. Come on, we got this. Doesn't seem like the top speed's any higher than when I was in the Supra. Oh, that was really bad. Yeah, it's like one mistake and you're cooked. There's really no way for you to recover. Okay, I think I can bring it down to like 135 and still have enough to make that turn. You know what it is? It feels like the game almost is telling me that I have to use manual. Oh yeah, no. That was terrible. None of our laps were better than my super laps.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
just for shits and giggles, why don't we try the Mazda? I haven't given this one a go. I'm pretty sure we're gonna stick with the Supra though, because like clearly that was my best time. I had like 4 laps under 30 or under 40 seconds. But part of me is thinking that the game is going to force us into manual because when the cars are in automatic, I think they're probably capped speed-wise. Mazda doesn't seem to be slipping as much in the corners. Really didn't want to hit that guy, but kind of left me no choice. Like, the Mazda's definitely not going as fast as the other two, but the lack of slippage in the corners might be the thing that allows us to catch up. Like, ideally we want to keep it above 110, 115 at all times. Yeah, I'm not seeing any sub 40s, so the Supra is still kind of leading. Hey Bang, how's it going? Yeah, I got a feeling we're going back to the Supra. Come on, I had that and the guy tapped me. That's not fair. The Mazda sucks. People keep catching us from behind and just hitting us. Although I just realized I don't have to slow down on that final turn in the Mazda. No, we didn't even have... Yeah.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
Alright, back to the Supra. Alright, I'm gonna try like a couple times on auto, but like I said, I think the game is gonna force us to be on manual to win these things. Not great. I was able to beat the first course, no problem, but the second point-to-point course, and now this is the first circuit course, these are both kind of kicking my ass. So, but it seems like we only got to beat like 6 tracks, so. Shouldn't be too many hurdles, just very hard ones. The city was another track that had this car configuration, so we were able to win with the Supra. Which, you know, I'm fine with. You know, give me a challenge, you know, why not? Ah. And then after this, I'm getting a bunch of sports games out of the way, so. So we're settling in for a bunch of games that are going to take a bit. I'm not looking to juice my numbers early. Yeah, if I could just slip less in the turns, I think I'd be better off. So that's the trick. Like, I need to be getting up to like 150 more often here. Why was he right on my inside? What the hell? You really cannot, like, let yourself slip at all. There's like zero room for mistake. How's your Need for Speed going? Okay, well that's good. Games are better when they're playable. Oh yeah, no, a 20-hour tutorial, you know. Not unheard of. Oh. Oh, jeez. It's one of those. We don't know how to tell one story well, so let's tell a bunch of stories poorly. Come on. Pedal to the metal, buddy. No! Why was the red car there? Oh, I was in first. Nah, I feel you. You've already put that much time in it. You might as well see everything it has to offer. It's not like you're gonna ever go back to it, right?
Final lap.
I'm so pissed that that red car was just like right in my blind spot. Because yeah, if I don't hit the red car, I think we easily take that. Alright, I think I got it this next time. Yeah, in the Super I can get under 40 seconds.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
So yeah, the only one that we've beaten is City. I don't know how we did it either. I kind of stumbled my way into a victory. And I think I've got a better shot at Rusty Springs than Coastal right now, so. I just need to avoid hitting the other cars. You know, it's rather simple. Yeah, I mean, that's like Nike's slogan for a reason, right? All that did was drop us closer to the other cars. Yeah, if I can maintain like 120 through that turn. Alright, that's fine. I can recover, I think. I don't know why it's hard for me to keep my line when I'm in first. It should be easier. I think the problem is when I'm in first, they keep cutting into my line. Like every time I'm in first, I can't make that last turn easy because there's a car in my way. It could also just be that the computer has rubber band. So if you're in first, they speed up. Occam's razor and all that.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
I've got my start down pretty good. Oh, that was not good. Alright, I need to not cut it that hard. So wait a little bit longer before I start braking. Yeah, I should get Tornado edited and up on YouTube this week, so I'll probably drop a link in the Discord when I do. Yeah, if I can keep my speed around 120 going into that turn, like, we're good. It's when I drop it too far lower than that. See, the only reason I hit the wall is because of I can't turn inside because there's always a goddamn car there. Because my line involves turning or slowing down earlier, and so the computer's default line is getting in the way of mine. So if I wait longer to brake, I gotta brake more. And maybe I can take it down to like 125. Like, I would think with this view, I would have a better view, like a sight of my competitors. But, like, they still seem to fly into my blind spot somehow. I don't get it. Yeah. Hey, Mamba. Ah.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. I'm starting to figure out like exactly where I need to start braking. It's a very tight window. And then throughout the rest of the course, you really don't want to drop below like 145 at any point. Like, this track isn't hard because there's like not many turns, but because there's not many turns, you really don't have any places where you can make up time. So you really do just have to drive like a perfect race for this one. Oh my god. Like, why don't I don't understand why the computer doesn't avoid contact. Like, they are ramming into me. All right, one more attempt to I'm gonna actually finish the race regardless, and then we'll try coastal. Because at least with the point to point, we get 3 races, so it's we just got to finish in like the top 3 a bunch. Like all 3 races is pretty. I think that's how we got it. Got the win in the first tournament. It was just finishing top 3 in all the sections. That was all me. Oh, mother. Apparently I can shift with the L triggers too. I didn't realize that, so probably don't want to throw your car in reverse when you're going 140 miles an hour. Pretty sure the transmission of that car is just gone now. Alright, now that I know not to hit those buttons, I was trying to like check my rear view, but that's not a thing. Are you eating the chair back there? Like, they straight up try and block you too. Like, the computer AI is an asshole. Mamba, get off the computer. God damn it. Alright, I was doing well, and then I had to address my cat, and in that split second, I hit the wall. Pets, don't you love them? Okay, for reals, for reals. This time I'm finishing the race. This is definitely giving me vibes of trying to play Jet Moto on the harder difficulties again. Why did I break there? Oh, because some shit's... My cat is such a distraction. He's doing some shit outside the room and... Okay, I expected the computer to be ready in that little pocket, but I guess it wasn't. Yeah, no, I think especially with my last stream being 13 hours, he's like, especially like, hey, pay attention to me. Mamba, please. No, I mean, there's nothing really bad about it. Like I said, it's really just like, because there's not a whole lot to it, you have to drive it perfectly. Because if you don't, the computer will. Hey, at this rate,
Congratulations,
the game will
you
take
have
about
won the
six
race.
6 hours because it's taken us an hour to beat each of the levels. Oh wow, every one of my laps was basically under 40. Lap 6. Lap 6, I got a little squirrely.
Congratulations, you've got a top 10 time for this track.
Ha, look at that. Now we have 2 flags. So I'm 33% of the way through the game. And I've already made, some progress with Coastal, so we'll see how that goes. Corvette was working the best for me. But you know what? I'm going to give the Porsche a shot. I'm going to try the Porsche for once. I already did the Viper. I don't like the Viper. Yeah, pretty much. The Corvette is the one that I've been using, but I wanted, like I said, I wanted to give the Porsche a shot. And really, I think it's just like learning the tracks because like you typically get screwed if you hit the walls, but if you don't hit the walls, you can usually maintain your speed and stay in the competition. Like, what was that? Come on. Like, I was trying to get around him and he just blocked me. I think the control on the Porsche is way better than the Corvette for sure. Alright, there's like 2 or 3 turns on that one that I gotta clean up. I mean, the 5th place is going to probably keep me from winning even if I took first place in the next 2 sections, but if I take first in the next 2 sections, I'll just stick with the Porsche and we'll get better at the first section. Okay, I couldn't get around him. So I gotta get better at entering the tunnel and coming out of it. I hate that turn. I feel like this happens every time. Just honking at each other. So I was going okay on that one. And then we got spun out. So I'm 10 seconds back. That was definitely the way they designed that turn. Just hit every one of the signs. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. I was actually, the forest was like one of my better, I'm pretty sure the 3rd section was like my best section every time I did this before. But also I'm used to cutting across grass in racing games, and this game only models out to a certain point, so you can't really cut across the corners. Yeah, with all the turns, like there are definitely places where you can catch up. You know, and so if you take a turn a little riskier, you can definitely gain some ground in that way. Obviously not that risky. I think I might like the Porsche. I'm gonna go back to the Corvette and just see, but I think I like how the Porsche feels.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
Okay, apparently I got my best time with the Porsche. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna try the we're gonna do one with the Corvette, see if how that goes. Like I felt like the Porsche was easier to control, which it probably was, but was it enough of a difference to matter? Okay, that wasn't terrible. All right, well I was sixth last time, so okay. I mean, I feel like I did about as good with the Porsche as I did there. 132, 232 is not bad. That's the thing with these old racing games. You really just have to learn the tracks, and then once you do that, you know, apply what you know, and it's really all there is, but ooh, extra wide. Oh, I think just acknowledging that I'm going to have to stop, like, and use the brake in a lot of these tracks has helped. Because I am anticipating where I can slow down a little bit more. Oh, I swear that part always fucks me up. So I mean, I guess at least it'll be an accurate comparison between this car and the Porsche, because I did mess up that turn on both of them. I'm only 6 seconds back this time. Before, I think it was 27 and 37. So the times in general were just slower. And then after this, I'm going to try the circuit race that uses the Corvette. Oddly enough, I thought when I was messing around with the Alpine tournament, the Ferrari and the Lamborghini seem to have a lot straighter track to deal with. But you're dealing with, you know, cars going closer to 200, so... Yeah, because the Porsche got second place too, or no, fourth place, because they ended up crashing on the here, but also in the loop, or like the big turn. really nice if... Oh my god. Oh my god. Fishtailing and everything. I love it. Okay, so I should be going about 60, 70 through that turn. Oh, I was trying to use the Porsche to like bounce in. But you know what? I did a full 360 and a bunch of fishtailing, and I still managed to get back into 5th place, so...
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
Yeah, so much better with the Corvette. Alright, let's check out the other circuit race. Yay, done. Alright, turns 4, 5, and 6 seem like they're gonna be assholes, but if I rely on my brakes for that section, maybe we'll be able to do it. And then we'll go back to coastal. I'll try and bounce between the two so we get a little variety. But these are pretty wide tracks, so maybe... Alright, so I want to keep it in like the 90s. I don't want to drop too much lower than that. Alright. So those turns aren't as bad as I thought. But I do think this is going to run into the same issue we had with the first track, where it really is going to take like a perfect run. Ooh. Okay, so that last turn I got to take at like 80, 90. Definitely not what I was going. Okay. This track actually doesn't seem too bad. I feel like we'll probably get this one done before we go back to coastal, honestly. I'm going to give it a couple runs and see how we are progressing with it. Yep. I hadn't thought about that, Jaddlers, but you're probably right. I was going for a bit of a out of the box strategy, but didn't pan out. How you doing? Okay, I don't really need to break in that second turn. Because just like making the turn kind of makes that happen. Same here, I can kind of... I definitely don't need to break there. But I do remember... Alright, yeah. If I drop it to like 100, I can make that turn. Alright. We got an attempt here. Yeah, it handles well. I think the controls on it are pretty good. Bang was saying there's not a whole lot of content, and that's true. There's only like the 6 tracks as far as I know. There might be more, but still light on content. But as far as control-wise, it still performs very well. Ah, okay. I do have to drop it to like 100. I can't. 120 is too high. I was trying to get away with something and it didn't work. Yeah, if I just drop it to 100 there, let the skids slow me down for that one. And then the skids also work here, but I should probably try and stay to the outside so I don't actually skid that much. Because, yeah, then I can just, like, crank it to the right and I make that corner. Okay. That might not be the most efficient way of doing it right now, but at least it'll work for the time being. And so really it's just going to be optimizing each of these corners. Like, yeah, I can keep it above 95 if I don't hit brake at all. I tapped brake there and I was down to 91, so... Okay, I really can't be going... That is a good thing to know. You know, this run, like, I'm not gonna win this one, but I'm at least getting data on these turns, so... So nothing is wasted. Okay, if I stay more in the middle, I can kind of keep my speed at like 130-ish for longer, it seemed. Alright, get to the blue sign, break it down to 110. Maybe I overdid it. Okay, so like 115 is what I want to break it down to. Hey, Imagination, how's it going? Yeah, I've been hanging in there. Like the kitty on the poster. I probably didn't need to break there. Was unable to slow down in time. It's yes and no. It's not currently active, and I'm trying to reconfigure that content for like YouTube. But I'm still doing wrestling content every Wednesday. We're working on a Total Extreme Wrestling campaign. Okay, so the 126s were good.
You've got a top 10 time for this track.
I feel like it's the Corvette's probably the one to go with. I don't really want to use the Porsche on that one. And I think I probably have a better shot at doing the circuit than the Coastal right now, so this one has the Ferrari or Lamborghini, Jesus. And also, I'm working through a lot of the wrestling achievement sets on RA. So when I have random streams, sometimes I might dip into some wrestling achievements. So again, wrestling content is still around, but not as structured as it once was. So yeah, I wanted to go to like 110 there. See, this should be the turn I can gain a lot of ground in, but it is absolutely not. I gotta be under 100 to make that clean. So I guess at this point it's just about learning the stopping power of the Corvette and knowing like when I need to start braking. Oh, they're getting far, far away from us. Okay, that wasn't terrible. And I had a visual from where I know I can start braking from, so we'll see if I can replicate that. I shouldn't have had to hit the brake a second time. I'm pretty sure like 126 was my best lap before, so the fact that I'm getting a 125 is, you know, getting better. Not sure why that like ended in a huge like break, but that wasn't cool. Yeah, so the skidding brings me down into the one, under 100, so. How's it going, Static? I never really played much of the Need for Speed series when it was new. I didn't get into the series until like Underground. This turn is, yeah, that is the turn that is throwing me off the most. I gotta figure out how to approach that one consistently. That's one thing EA always was good about, putting in licensed soundtracks. This one doesn't have one, but when it comes to EA's games, that's always, shit on them as much as you like, but they put the money towards their soundtracks for sure. Yeah, Most Wanted was a good one too. The first Most Wanted. Not the second Most Wanted, which they didn't change in any way to the title, so it's confusing as hell now. It's like Medal of Honor. I'll eventually get to Porsche Unleashed. This first one is hard as a nail, though. The AI does not play around. So I still got fourth, but my lap times were way better.
You've just beat the best lap time on this track.
.125 record lap time.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
Wow. Beat my last time by 4 seconds. Still did really shit. All right, let's try the coastal one again. Let's do it at night. Yeah, I'm excited to get to a lot of those, because I played a lot of PS1 games, but there were a ton I missed, so. Including, even though we got through 260 of them on the first attempt through this challenge, there's still a lot that I haven't played. Or haven't played in quite some time. But like Medal of Honor was always a series that I played on the PC, so like I'm more familiar with like Allied Assault. Favorite console? Dreamcast. I mean, probably PS2, but Dreamcast. There's just so many good games for PS2. That's a tough one. Oh, fuck me. I'm lost in thought. Because we started the challenge, so I like all the old, like the first 30 of them are on, are games I've played more recently. But like NFL 2K2 was like the first sports game I played online. I played Unreal Tournament. I think Dreamcast is my favorite because it was the first console I played online. That's really it. Hey, Jay Cox, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. How was your stream, Jay Cox? What were you up to? Let's get you a shout out here. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Chazzy. This is my second attempt at going through the entire PS1 library. We are on game 2. I'm restarting because of Twitch's VOD policy. God, this game Square is Accelerate, so that was I immediately was hitting break. Nice blueprints. I've messed around with that a little. I'm enjoying it. Oh no! How is it? Is it glitched or you just can't get it? I think Super Mario Galaxy is probably the best 3D Mario. Blueprints is like a roguelike puzzle adventure game. It's on Game Pass. It's really, really neat. You draft new rooms and you try and figure out like how to get through the house. I played it for like an hour and a half and then I like haven't gone back to it, but I've been meaning to. Oh, do it all one run without screwing up. Yeah, anytime like you have to do a long section without dying or getting hit, it's always gonna throw a added difficulty into it. But it's just it's gonna make it that much more satisfying when you do get it right. Like this game kicking me square in the nutsack repeatedly. It's gonna feel so good when we beat it. So far I've gotten through 2 of the tournaments. There are 6 of them. And I don't think I'm anywhere close on the other 4. No problem, man. You have a good night. Thank you for the raid. You hope you have some good dreams. Maybe you'll see in your mind's eye exactly how to beat Super Mario Galaxy 2. You know what, Combo? That's entirely possible. Don't kink shame. Don't kink shame. People are into what they're into. I'll restart that one. Hey, like I said, No judgment. I just would prefer not to be repeatedly subjected to pain here. Like, why is the AI gotta be such a dick? Good night, Jay Cox. Like, these tracks are already hard enough. Why is the computer got to be like, oh, I'm just gonna get in your way. Like, I'm not gonna let you pass. I could honk my horn; it still doesn't matter. They don't let you pass. I figure if I can at least get in the top 3 position on this first part, we'll be in an okay spot. Because I've gotten pretty good on the second section, except for that one turn that always spins us out. If I can avoid spinning out there, we're fine. And the third section, I've gotten close to winning that, so... Really need to stop hitting the walls. But hey, if they want to spin out, I'm all for that. What? Where did he come from? So bullshit. I had 3rd place and then the computer's just like, nah, I want 3rd place. Like, I didn't do anything that deserved that. Also, why did my car just flip? This game's ridiculous. Ugh. Well, I mean, the car that's winning the race is a Corvette, so we should probably be in the Corvette. This game is hard. Like, you have to drive perfectly. Like, that's essentially it. It's not about beating the AI. It's about driving perfectly while there's AI on the track. I feel like at some point I'm just going to be like taking down the speeds we can in fact take these corners at. And it's going to turn into like a rally game. It's going to be shouting out numbers. $60 here. 85 here. Because, yeah, hitting the wall is just so detrimental. And the computer stays just close enough to me to, like, make me think I've got a shot to catch up. Like, they're taunting me. So I drive a little bit more reckless because I'm like, maybe I can squeeze a little out of here. And no, it just gets me to crash. And then I fall back. Or there, where I probably could have passed all three of them, but I hit the dude in third. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's the turn I always crash at, so... Okay, so the second section we've got, I definitely feel like I can get first place on that next time. We are 5 seconds back of the leader though, so I don't think I'm going to be able to win. Even if I win the race, I don't think we win. But we're getting better, so I just got to clean up the first one, really. I'll do that after this. Okay. If I can come in first and somehow like spin this guy out so that he comes in last. Or at least 5 seconds behind me. Okay. Maybe we're onto something there. He definitely slowed down. I'm not gonna beat him by 5 seconds. That's gonna be the sad part. Like I might come in first, but like we're gonna be like nowhere near the time we need. Alright, and then I remember we can take the circular turn at 70, so... Oh, there's the car that needs to finish way back. No. Yeah, I'm not beating him by 5 seconds, but... You know what? I'll take it. We came in third. Okay. We were 4 seconds back. But I feel good. If I can just clean up that first section, I think we have it. If you guys want to see the next couple games coming up, as well as all the progress I made the first time around, there is a tab that has all of our original challenge.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
Oh yeah, I shaved 8 seconds off my time. That's great. I swear if we beat Coastal like soon, I'm gonna laugh because it's gonna be like about an hour for each track. Like right now it's 3 hours, so we should be beating our third track. Oh, wow, I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna change it back to midday. Getting tired of the nighttime. And sometime this week I'll be activating the redemption for points. It's gonna be like maybe 1,000 points, but that way everyone can have a suggestion in the viewer's choice, which is currently empty. So if you're wondering like why is this a thing, it's coming. I should be uploading all of the Tornado playthrough to YouTube this week as well. I'll probably add the link to the YouTube channel to the info section when I do that, but not really cleaning up this section very well. 2:30.
Congratulations. You've just beat the best time for this segment.
Really? Because I was gonna restart. But it seems like it goes by total time, not your place each race. So I'll just continue. Let's go with it, because if it is just like overall best race, then we're only like a second back. Like, this is nothing. And then that would actually explain a lot why we were able to win on City when I came in like 4th and then 1st and 1st. Because like I would think someone who came in 2nd all 3 segments would have had a better score, but so I know the major issue with this track is like towards the end, that one turn that comes out of a jump. So as long as I can slow myself down before that jump, we're gonna be pretty good. It's like everybody hits the wall there. Which is funny because you don't expect the AI to slam into the wall, but oh Jesus. Does it restart the section or all of it? Seems like the answer is all of it. Oh no. Is it? I actually can't tell. Oh yeah, this is the 2nd level. Okay. The balloons give it away. However, we start in 8th if we restart, so I don't get the benefit of coming in 4th last time. Which, you know what, is probably better than dealing with me fishtailing the way I did. Could have done that a little smoother, but Yeah, the car in first is like really in first. That's probably an issue. Probably gonna be a problem. Yeah, at this point I'm 4 seconds back. I don't think I'm gonna win by 4 seconds. So I have to beat the red car by 4 seconds. Been pretty good in the forest, so. Alright, so now I just need them to like jostle a bit and the Viper to fall back a couple spots, and we might be good. Yeah, this section sucks. I gotta slow down a little bit before the sign. I was using the sign as the visual indicator, and that's just too late. I did not expect to just get blasted like that. What the hell? And the Viper's in first, so either way we're screwed. Alright. That wasn't too bad though. Like I felt like that was an okay run.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
I shaved 7 seconds off my best time. I'm like there. Like right there. again, I think eventually I'm gonna just have to bite the bullet and switch to manual. I think that's gonna be like the way I unlock the ability to really kick the computer's butt, but I'm trying to avoid that if possible. Oh shit, no, this is just okay. I wanted to restart the whole thing. Because again, I don't think I could beat. It'd be very hard for me to beat the Porsche or the Viper by a full 4 seconds. And so I really just need to do better on the first section. And really, and second, because like the reason we were at a disadvantage is because I screwed up on the second section that time. We actually did pretty good here on the first section. I hate the AI in this. Like, what was it doing? Like, just move the move over. And then there's gonna be a turn coming up here that's like. Well, the Viper got really squirrely there. If I didn't hit the wall, we probably would be sitting like with the front runners right now. Okay, but that's got to be like 1 or 2 seconds at most. Yeah, 1.5 seconds. I can recover from that. I don't want to fall back. This is the wrong direction. Less wall hitting, please. I was doing fine, and then the blue car was like, hey, no, you're not. Alright, this is the next. Yeah. Didn't slow down enough. So it is the second segment that is their make or break. If I can do that part without issue, then we're good. I'll try and see if we can get a better finish, even coming out of 8th. Because I know a 5-second deficit is not something I can overcome. If we're behind board more than like 2-3 seconds, I don't think we can do it. So. Alright, I mean, I'm basically exactly where I was last time. Fourth place after the first set of turns. Slow down too much on that one. It's really that part is like coming out of the tunnel. And then like these areas. pretty sure the Viper didn't win the last race.
Congratulations. You've just beat the best time for this segment.
Hell yeah. Hey, we're in first. How about that? Now I just have to win the race. Or finish ahead of the Viper, but also finish ahead of the time that the third place would be in. I don't know who that would be. Probably the other ZX one. As long as they put signs up, I can slow down in time. But like when they give us blind turns, I'm kind of just screwed. Oh. Nope. I thought I could save that, but then I did another 360. Which sucks, because like now I gotta start from the back and make my way up, but I was in first on these parts, and now I'm on in fourth, third. Yeah, basically right back to where we were. Like, it does help that I just have to win. And that there's a car that, like, I know I have to finish ahead of as well, so... There's, like, 2 win conditions, really. Am I ever gonna learn that turn? Because I feel like I hit it hard every time. Same with this one. But I always manage to get my car in the way of everyone, so it works out. I mean, you're not the car that has to finish it behind me, so. Oh. But you are. Fuck. I had it. Like, I had it, and then I tapped that guy's behind, and I spun out. What? This is one nice thing about these segment races is that you can take them, you know, segment by segment and restart. I can't restart laps when we're doing, you know, the other races. Yeah, it really is pretty negligible about getting from 8th to, for, you know, getting back to position, starting in 8th. I gotta slow down for that. That's the big part. If I'm airborne in that area, we're gonna have a bad time. Try my best not to hit the walls, and my best is pretty terrible. Hopefully I can catch up on, like, in the forest. Okay, I didn't mean to hit him in the back, which... Get out of my way. Oh my god. Alright, so that is the car that we have to finish ahead of. Every time. Never gonna learn. Or there. I'm really never gonna learn. The car reactions when you hit them are so wonky. That is just, that feels like RNG, but it's just bad. It's just bad. Could have gone better, but that's fine. I have no idea what that was, but didn't seem to hurt us that much, so just gonna keep going. Okay, so if I'm trying to turn while we're jumping, it's gonna land way off. I have 2 win conditions. It shouldn't be this hard. Finish ahead of the red car. Also, just win the race. If I win the race, that's it. We win. Keep hitting the inside wall. We were like this close to winning, and then everything went sideways because I tapped the dude in front of me. I didn't even need to win. All we had to do was come in second behind that guy. Also, I think their hitboxes are a little wider than they should be. Okay. We're out of the forest. So far, so good. Hey, I learned. Kind of. Again, this should be fine.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
No, we lost by a second. Son of a bitch. So he's like right there. Like if we're not finishing like right next to him. So then the ZR1 must be the one that can win the race. So the blue and the red are Vipers, and then the other car is a Corvette. So none of them are Porsches. Oh, it's this close. Hey Cedric, how's it going? That was a terrible way of taking that turn, but because the Viper kept pushing me, I guess it didn't really matter. It controls well, it's just hard. The AI is a little bullshit, but you know, for being an old, for being as old as it is, it handles pretty well. Except when you like hit other cars. That's the thing it sucks the most at. Well, we'll see. Suck my ass.
Congratulations, you have won the race.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations, you've got a top 10 time for this track.
Nice. Which one was the most recent? 31. I mean, my best 31.9, so the 31.1 must have been the one that I lost on. Yes. Show me that checkered flag. All right. Let's see if we can do this lap race. I mean, Alpine might be doable too if I just grind the segments. I feel like Vertigo Ridge is going to be a nightmare, but we'll get there eventually. The lap races just suck because you pretty much have to be perfect. Like, there's just not a lot of room for error because the computer's not going to screw up much. Like, I want to maintain like 130, 132 through that turn. So I got to figure out where on the turn is best. Okay. Let's just restart that. Alright, whatever that was, I need to just not do that again. Alright, so I do want to maintain like 100 through that turn. Yeah, this one's going to be a bit tricky because I've got to really figure out the angle and the speed of that last turn, and then there's a couple turns in the middle here that are tricky. Like, I still can't figure out that one. Like, they're just close enough for me to think, maybe I'm, like, within range. It's like, no. They got, like, a good 2 seconds on me. That's gonna just drop me farther behind the lead pack. Jerk. That has done nothing for either of us. I mean, I'm getting better at that turn, but honestly, it's probably the turns in the middle that are screwing me up the most. Alright, I feel like I kept my speed up pretty okay there.
Final lap.
Feels like we're all a lot closer, but I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to see a huge variance on my lap times. How do I not? That's the turn I gotta figure out. Okay, so I did get down to a 125. Yeah, it seems like I was pretty consistent with my 125s.
Congratulations. You've got a top 10 time for this track.
Of course, the third best time. Oh. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it there. Let's just make sure to save. My thumb is killing me because, like, when I like modern racing games because you use the triggers and it's a lot less wear on your thumb. So let's see. Alright, Sharpie's up and running with his N64 challenge. Cool, cool. Alright, well, we did get two more tracks. We were able to get 2 tracks done. So we're now up to 3. We're halfway through the game. Halfway! Tomorrow I'll probably be doing my shuffler, so join me probably in the afternoon. I'm gonna try and get on around 1 o'clock Pacific. So join me then. We'll be shuffling things up. We'll probably jump back into this on Thursday based on the scheduling, we'll probably see this game again on Thursday, where we will try and take down the other half of it. Let's stop the timer here. All right, cool. So you guys have fun with Sharpie. Enjoy some N64 fun on RA, and I'll catch you next time, which hopefully will be tomorrow. Until then, you guys have a good night, and take care.